Hi, this is Cherry Enchantress, and this is your August reading. So let us look at your piles here. We have pile 1, 2, and 3. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and maybe even becoming a member. If you're having trouble deciding what pile to choose, then you can use different methods. Sometimes looking at the timestamp can show you an angel number that can guide you. Choosing 1, 2, or 3 can be a guide. And then most importantly, let spirit be your guide. So just take a deep breath in through your nose. Close your eyes, release your breath through your mouth. Open your eyes and let them be drifted to the pile that's calling you. Let's begin. You chose pile number 1. So in pile number 1 we have the Strength card. And Strength card in the Good Tarot is about endurance. I can go the distance and know that everything occurs in divine appropriate timing. I have courage as I manifest miracles. When I allow spirit to work through me, I am strong enough to move mountains and overcome any obstacle inside or out. And next we have Abundance from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Abundance shows a depiction of Pomona, the Roman goddess of abundance and harvest of ripe fruits and fields. She's adorned with all kinds of wildflowers and forest flora, and she's like celebrating nature's bounty. Butterflies are dancing around her, representing transformation and lightness of being. You can relate to the wonderful feelings of this connectedness when abundant bestows herself upon us, and it can be felt physically with the harvesting of material success or good health, or mentally in a fruition of an idea or dream, or emotionally by finding new love, or spiritually through expansion of the soul. So this card is telling you that reflecting on the abundance already in your possession is the key here. Be thankful for all that you have and be open to receiving more goodness in your life. It may be your turn to enjoy the fruits of your labors and the harvest of hard-earned efforts. So maybe you're looking for ways to increase the flow of abundance in your life. From a practical perspective, decluttering helps you value what you already have, and that's one thing I'm working on right now. And it creates an empty space so more abundance can follow. Forgiveness plays a vital role in decluttering the emotions. By releasing the past, we liberate ourselves. So it frees you from these karmic energies and the effects that we then can reconnect to the light and let the flow of unconditional love come through. Another way that you can release and allow abundance is gifting and tithing. And it's a great way of having prosperity. Now is a really great time to have a balance between giving and receiving. So in this materialistic age, sometimes it's easy to measure the success and your worth through your possessions and money and status. And there's nothing wrong with aspiring to having great things and to create security and opportunities that money can buy, of course. But Western values generally encourage focus solely on the outward physical manifestation of abundance. We can be guided to find a healthy balance by focusing inwardly to discover the spiritual riches also available to us in every moment. So our divine nature expands far beyond the horizons of material plane and has the power to banish the fear and grant authentic peace, regardless of your circumstance or your status. There are just some of the fruits and bounties to be discovered as we journey home along the highway of life. So in whatever form, abundance is on its way to you this month of August. So I'm feeling strength is kind of your it's kind of your superpower here to keep going through the good times and the bad times, and to visualize yourself as abundant and attract more of that, but to also do some small things that can increase the energy of abundance, like tithing or gifting and decluttering. And a little bit of both is great. So say for instance, I feel like everybody can, everybody has a situation at their home where they could clear out a little bit of something, right? And just pick a room, decide that you're going to declutter, make 3 bags. One is giveaway, one is throwaway, and one is keep. Or, make piles, whatever. The giveaway and the throwaway they're both good for your energy, right? The giveaway and the throwaway. Throwaway is really, really letting go. Giving away is a way of giving to others that may actually benefit from using what you once owned. And the ones that you keep it because it really means something and it's really necessary in your life. So really think about the things that you decide to keep. And also, if you're sort of indecisive about the things you're keeping, I suppose you can keep those. But then again, the things that you are indecisive about may be the very things that you're supposed to throw away or give away. So keep that in mind when you're decluttering. And it's really great feng shui, and it's really highly recommended. So as far as love is concerned, you have a message coming through, and I just feel like a lot more communication is coming out. Let's see. I'm gonna see what the Secret Garden has to say, and maybe the Secret Garden can tell us what the message is. We have success. Nice. Bloom wherever you are planted. And serenity. Value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. All right. So I feel like, you also have dream. That's good. Have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself a good book. So I'm feeling like, the emphasis of your reading so far has to do with your success through abundance in all areas of your life. So it's so interesting, serenity came out. So the serenity prayer goes a little something like, Lord, grant me the courage to change what I can change, the serenity to accept what I can't change, and the wisdom to know the difference. So there's 3 wishes here. The wishes are courage, serenity, and wisdom. And they're very important, and I think they're all part of strength. And they're all part of your abundance too. There's things that you can do for yourself and for others, and then there's things that you need to let go of, and some things that you can change, some things that you just accept, some things that you grow from, some things that you let go from, And I feel like that's the kind of month that you're having. So next we have Hannah, she who listens. She is understanding, she's a witness, and compassion. Hannah leans forward so you can quietly tell her all your stories, the delight-filled ones as well as the sorrowful. She invites you into her tent for privacy. You will not find judgment when you sit with her. This is the one person who can take what you need to dish out. Her colorful clothes reflect a spectrum of emotions, and they change according to each person's feelings. Purple is for passion, while the soft gold is for sorrow. Do not fear interruption from this compassionate soul. She understands how important it is to be heard. This is her calling in life. Making sure the untold stories are brought forth is her mission in life. She bears witness to all that is. Hannah evokes the meaning compassionate in Hebrew. Hannah calls for you to unburden yourself. There are many ways we can communicate our stories. Allow a compassionate friend to bear witness to your revelations. Ooh, so it's kind of like letting go. You might start a journal where you write everything down. Don't avoid the ugly parts. Don't gloss over the good. Lay it all out. Your inside self needs a chance to release. Let those tales be spun. Who will listen to me without judgment? What tales of mine need telling? How can I best release the stories of my inner self? This is a very good for your mental health, I believe, this month. But I feel like overall you're having a great month and you're already doing the work that needs to be done. But if you need additional help, a journal is exactly what could work. And or also getting some counseling. There's all kinds of online things now that you can do. There's like BetterHelp, I think is what it's called. I'm gonna have to see if they want to sponsor me. But there's lots of different avenues you can take to get some counseling, therapy. But a good friend is a good place to go as well. It could be a priest, a pastor, or somebody that you really feel confident being with and just releasing some of these feelings. So it might be a good time for that this month as well. So financially, think things are going to turn out really well for you, and health-wise, things will be great, especially as long as you have an avenue of releasing pent-up feelings. And then spiritually, as far as romance is concerned, there is a message coming through, and it seems like it's going back to your finances again, and serenity, and the serenity prayer, and having a dream. So we might have to get one more card to see what this message is. But the Spirit wants to let you know that you will attract what you give yourself focus to. You're about to experience something that you've longed for. You may not see any evidence yet, but don't be disheartened. Instead, be still and align with your soul. Soon you will be inspired to take a step forward where you will meet your dreams and desires. Fall in love with the unknown, and the path of the known will materialize. You create your life through how you feel and what you think. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. First, you must be aware of how you feel in the present. Practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. The time just before manifestation is an opportunity to change any story from your past, present, or future. Your perception is altering so you can see in a new light. Everything is created twice. Firstly, in the vibrational realm, perceived as imagination, feeling, or dreaming, and then in the physical world as manifested objects. Enjoy the journey to all you are manifesting, and your desires will arrive sooner. This is the nature of creation. All right, so you are definitely in a very strong creative manifesting energy this month. So let me see, what is your message from a beloved? All right, I'm going to shuffle the divine love messages. 3. All right, you are a gem that shines in the night. Interesting. Some kind of evening energy here. So the message could be a message that you receive at night, a message you receive through your dream. Some of you may not be connecting with any person in your waking world, and this could be some energy that's popping up through your dreams that you're about to meet soon. All right, so I'm going to get your charms now. I have to get my moon water and wash my charms. But the Taj Mahal came out, and that fell on the floor. Then we have the autism awareness pin. We have, look at all these colors. Very colorful energy. I feel like it could be painters or artists out there. Ever hug traveling with the airplane. The piggy is all about optimism and enthusiasm. We have this angel who is bringing you messages. Then there's Texas and Theater Under the Stars. So this could represent something having to do with theaters, stars, and or something like a tour group or something having to do with touring, traveling. You have the iron that's ironing things out. Florida, some more traveling. And then here we have practical, Virgo, and the top hat, connections to someone from a past life. So this person that's coming through could be somebody that you knew in a past life, and you still haven't yet met them in this life, but you may just well meet them. But if you're connecting with somebody already that you feel that you love very much and you feel connected to them, then the message is just, hey, don't forget, I love you. You are a gem. You are beautiful to me. And so this hug is forever. The dragon represents like the CEO energy, strong masculine power. Well, we have Aries too, which is courageous. I have those memorized almost. And it also, courageous gives me that strength card energy again. So if you're having a choice that you have to make between wisdom to, that wisdom to know the difference between accepting what you can't change and having courage to change what you can. This is the month for courage because it's Leo energy. So use that courageous Leo energy to make your dreams come true. And whatever area you want it to come true, it can. You are manifesting it. So I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment and share and subscribe. And I would really love to have you as my sparkles of light. Also, if you want a private personal reading, reach out to me through my email. Check out the description box. That's where you can find all the ways you can reach me and the timestamps. You can find the timestamps as well in the comment section. And if you look, there's like chapters, so you can jump to chapters really fast, which is kind of a nice feature. With all the places that you can reach me, I just want to let you know I'm newly on Threads. So if you just want to chat on Threads, please feel free to make comments under my posts if you want to. It's kind of new for me, but you're welcome to do that. And I am starting back my lives. I was live last night, and I should be live again Friday. And I have a guest with me coming on Friday. And so as we get closer to my birthday channel anniversary, I'm going to be giving away some prizes and doing more freebie things. So I hope to see you come out to my lives and just chill with me. I'm going to move on to the next. And here is pile number 2. And so we have, the first card is the Emperor from the Good Tarot. So this Emperor is depicted with a lion, and it represents authority. Following the rules right now is exactly what I should be doing. People in authority come to my aid and give me good advice when I ask for it. I can have the strong confidence that this card suggests. Dealing with institutions like banks, governments, or schools are also highlighted at this time. This month of August, we're going to be facing amazing portal, the Lionsgate portal, but also towards the end of the month, Mercury goes into retrograde. So that's a time where sometimes bureaucracy and dealing with paperwork can be a challenge. But I feel with this Emperor energy, you're going to have quite a lot of power behind your actions, and it's just not going to be a problem for you. The celebration card from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle is talking about a cause for celebration. I wonder what it could be. Maybe some of you have birthdays out there. Happy birthday to the August people. I have a lot of family members born in August, so those Leos out there are very special to me. But there's the Virgos too at the end of the month, so I have some friends who are Virgos as well. There is a cause for celebration, and this is a special moment for the beautiful girl as she dances in sheer delight. In one hand she holds a golden goblet, in the other a ball of starlight. Her gown and headdress are adorned with fragrant blooms, and butterflies frolic around her as if to join in the happiness. Candles in the foreground add to the mood of rejoicing and symbolize the spiritual presence of light and illumination. There will be many good reasons for joy without need for any formal occasion or the use of a calendar. Celebration can be a type of harvest, reaping the rewards of effort, marking time or good news, memory of a loved one, birth of a new life or project, fruition of a long-held dream. It can take many forms. To those who are caught in the addictive chase of leading a life based on projected future happiness, perhaps now is a good time to simply give thanks for the perfection of all that is today in the present moment. By reflecting on how your good and bad choices have led you to this point, hindsight can reveal the ways you have been guided and shaped by unforeseen forces, which help enrich your understanding of life. These are real triumphs of lasting value we take with us to the next life and are worthy of great celebration. To those who are enduring difficult times where there seems little hope of change, the message of this card beckons you to actively seek joy and celebration regardless of the circumstances. You will be forever wealthy if you can learn to celebrate the simplest things in life. In the wise words of Oprah Winfrey, the more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. And you know, I've been through some challenging things lately, at least in my home life, but through it all, there has been some sweet moments of celebration. And maybe it seems wrong to celebrate the good when you have something bad happening, but I feel it's not. I feel that all things have substance and meaning, and you can't forget the good just because of the bad, forsaking the bad because of the. So it's important to acknowledge all things. It's not about dismissing a bad thing or diminishing it in any way. It's about giving everything the equal energy that it's due and that's needed. So interestingly enough, we have in your romantic position, we have domestic. So there could be a really romantic, lovely home, cozy energy happening here. There could be some kind of celebration inside a house or a castle. There could be some kind of dinner. It could be a date. It could be something just warm, cozy, intimate. It doesn't have to be fancy. It could be just sitting watching TV and on a couch together, cuddling. And just think of that. If you are able to do that with somebody that you love, relish it, because not everybody gets to be in that kind of position for one reason or another. There are some people who haven't found their love. There are some people who are fighting with their loves. There are some people who are long distance from their loves. There are some people who don't have loves that appreciate quality time together. So the fact that you can have that quality time with your person, if you're one of those people out there, is something to really cherish. And so yeah, be in that moment. Enjoy the domesticity of your life. Even if you're not with your person, there's still ways to enjoy the fact that you're connecting from your homes. So she who yearns is Desiree. There's a yearning and a longing and a pining for, and that could be connected to your romance here. So Desiree, She who yearns longingly watches the moon rise. She sheds her robes and ribbons, for they are not needed in the coming of the dark of night. She will return her laurel wreath and lyre to the sun god Apollo. Her realm is the mystery of night. Desiree seeks her divine feminine self in the cycles of the moon. Birds come winging toward her. Messengers from the moon carry the answer she seeks. Desiree teaches us how to fully commit to pursuing our dreams. Rather than hope for something, she has begun the process of making her desires real. The message of this card is to commit fully to your wants, to admit you are simply stuck in the middle of or in the mode of pining for what you cannot reach. Your energy is at stake here. Will you shed yourself of what you do not need in order to gain what it is you really want? Are you unsure of your yearning? Wishful thinking has its place, but now is the moment to drive forward to your goal or set the goal aside. The moon is reachable if you dedicate the resources necessary. How far away is this thing I long for? Are my goals realistic? Am I giving up too much or not enough? What is the balance? So, some things to ponder. And then we move on to Visica Pisces, which is part of the secret language of light. And now it's time to create soul truth in the world. And this could be your spiritual mission this month of August. The outside world feels more real than the inner world because we have been encouraged to focus more on what is outside of us. We have learned to give things that can be seen by others or touched by us more importance than what we feel. Making decisions can become difficult when our awareness is focused away from our inner needs and wants. When our internal and external realities are integrated, decisions are clear and easily made. This leads to satisfaction as there is no resistance to your fulfillment. When we scan the myriad possibilities open to us in the manifested world, we will know what we want and will not feel overwhelmed. In this space, we become grateful for the decisions we have made and all the ones we will make in the future. Very nice. So it's like the Visica Pisces is a really beautiful symbol of sacred geometry, and it's the beginning symbol to the flower growing. It multiplies and it grows and grows and multiplies and grows, but it has to start from one special source energy. I love too how it's in overlapping circles, very much making me feel like two souls that overlap here and share a bond that's very strong. So speaking of that, let's first get a little secret garden message. You have share. The busy bee should still make time for each flower. All right. Okay, and transform. Rise above any situation and become the best version of you. Nice. Rise above. That was a message I always got from this one particular lady that I worked with long ago, and was a really good message. It helped my Scorpio sensibilities. I used to think of myself as the eagle rising above. All right, so I feel there is some kind of energy from a counterpart here. So let's see. Let's get some divine love messages. Let's see if there's something, a message from someone out there. If this resonates, but it doesn't always. Ooh, you got two messages. We should talk about things and work it out. I'm scared to fall in love if we are truly facing fears. So for some of you, there could be a new connection, and your person is scared to fall in love with you, but they're getting there. And then for some of you, you're in a connection, but things may need more communication, might be an important aspect to your association this month. Desiree is an interesting energy. Makes me feel that there is a bit of separation for some people out there, whether it's long distance or liking somebody, but it's just in sort of first phase or crush mode, and not being able to bridge the gap of communications right yet, you know, and those initial feelings when you feel things for somebody, but you're still not sure how they feel back towards you. So that could be happening for some of you out there. But then there's a lot of things that you could work out here very easily through sharing, through something cozy and domestic, and communication and reaching out. Let's get your charms. All right, and this fell down. Okay. All right, we have the twin flame, and we have family, and we have the compass, and the green marble, which represents earth, and family, happy, star, 12. Ooh, August 12th. That's my godson's birthday, August 12th. And then you have your familiar here looking out for you, and the peace pipe, and a motorcycle, and the puzzle piece. I love my dog. Okay. So the thimble represents protection. You are protected. And like I said, 12 could be an important day of the month in August for you. The little people here can represent, now in this charm I did designate to represent twin flames, so we have it twice here. Whether you believe in twin flames or not, it doesn't matter. I feel like there's this real interesting connection of souls, as in the way this Pixie overlaps. And also there's possibility of a Pisces energy here. And so we have the compass, and it's pointing, well, you have to decide which direction to go in, but I recommend looking up in astrology what your north node is. Your north node will kind of give you a clue to your life path. It's sort of your destiny for this life, and whatever house it sits in, and whatever is the opposing sign, the south node is the node that needs to be left behind, or represents your past life energy. So you have to leave the past life. Even if you have a soul contract, sometimes those soul contracts must be met and must be fulfilled, but other times, if given a certain amount of time and yearning and longing and trying and doing everything possible to achieve this, and still nothing happens, you have to follow your north node and just keep going to your destiny, go to your path, go to your mission in life. So with the motorcycle, we have, it could be a person who rides a motorcycle, it could be taking a ride, it could be something having to do with power and energy and excitement. You could be a star, somebody connected to you, but the star also represents hope. The peace pipe is like magic. The Hopi Indians use a peace pipe in order to bring about the rain. They smoke the pipe and they do a dance, and then it rains. It really works. And so it's something like that. It's like your ability to manifest, but also with using the tools at hand. Last night during my daily dust, we did it during the full moon in Aquarius. And one of the things that I got from the reading last night was, it was coming out a lot, but that my sparkles of light, you included, you have sorcerer, sorceress powers. You have magician energy. Some of you don't need the tools. Some of you just have the intention and can manifest just with your thoughts. And I think everybody can do that. But a lot of you can find aid, a useful aid to use tools to bring about those manifestations. And so we have lots of things in this world that bring about manifestations, like wands and rituals and all sorts of things. So keep in mind pipes, peace pipes. Keep in mind the tools that you use and how you use them, and maybe pray over them whenever you use them. We have the spinning wheel can represent a lot. When this comes out, people often think about Sleeping Beauty and touching the wheel and sleeping for years, and that could be possible, but I like to see it more of spinning straw into gold like Rumpelstiltskin, or just having the power in your hands. There is a wheel. Oh, you know what, this goes back to the Emperor energy, because of Mercury retrograde is like a wheel, and the wheel could be going backwards. But I feel with the Emperor energy here, you are in control, that the Mercury retrograde is not going to be the boss of you. You're going to be the boss of it. And that could be you, or you could be connected with somebody who has this strong energy, and it may help the both of you. All right, so I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment and subscribe. I'd love if you were a subscriber to Sparkles of Light, but if you already are a subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It means so much to me for you to be part of this channel and supporting me here. And check out the description box below. You just push more, and then you can see all the places where you can find me, a bunch of links, and you can also see the timestamps. The timestamps are also in the comment section below, so that's another way to jump around if you want to look at a different reading. Check out the chapters, they're fun too. And let your friends know that how this reading affected you, and that it was the way how you liked it, and they might like it too, and show them how the chapters work, and they can try that out too, because it's kind of fun. And so yeah, there's one more pile left. You can join me over there in pile number 3 if you haven't already. Let's go to pile number 3. See you there. And here is pile number 3. And we start with the Love card from the Good Tarot. So in this deck, it's a little bit different, not just lovers, but love in general. Love represents oneness in the Good Tarot. In all of life, there is only the illusion of separation. In fact, we are all reflections of one another. When I make choices, I tend to see things as either or. What if every choice I make is about an experience, a sharing, an exploring? When I choose to see the unity in all things, magic abounds. Love is all around me. Spirit loves me unconditionally, and I can give and receive abundant love. So what I love about this is, if you did come from pile number 2, you saw that there might be a separation, but there is no separation in love, right? Love binds us even if we're not physically together. It's always there. We're always connected. And you may have also seen the word share if you came from pile number 1. So sharing is going to be important also for you this month, and maybe there is a connection with you and pile number 1 as well. So Sanctuary from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle says that this goddess is sitting peacefully in a quiet reflection beneath the arches of her sacred temple. Subtle shades of green represent the harmony found in forests and fields. A lone peacock stands atop a stone pillar. These auspicious birds of protection and watchfulness are said to be symbols of the heavens and eyes of the stars, as depicted on their cascading tail feathers. Early belief held that a pair of peacocks guarded the gates of paradise. Our goddess Muse wears a dress made from similar plumage. A beautiful jay flies into the foreground, its loyal and protective nature a fitting presence. For some, the first experience of communion, celebration, and sanctuary begins in the safety and security of family and home. But as we grow, our perception of sanctuary evolves according to how we relate to the world and its ever-quickening pace. In contrast to seeking escape, the renewing balm of sanctuary helps us find sustenance and rejuvenate from within, while allowing us to simply be in the present moment. Your personal idea of sanctuary may manifest in the form of a special place, your spiritual beliefs, or the inner refuge of prayer and meditation. Whatever your preference, the appearance of this card speaks to its relevance for life at this moment. Cultivate a little distance from an issue by nourishing your spiritual resources in the safety of your private oasis. Viewing life from a renewed sense of perspective will help you arrive at more attuned choices for the future. So it's very interesting to me that this personal space, it doesn't have to be home. It doesn't have to be like the card in pile number 2. If you are from pile number 2 or you need to go back there, it's domesticity. Well, it doesn't have to be domesticity. It can be, it's like the saying, home is where the heart is, you know, or you can build a sanctuary in any location. Also, when I grew up, the prayer that we used to say, or something that was said in church often, was the church is one foundation, but it's about Jesus and the people, but not the building. So there's lots of ways to congregate with people or just communion with yourself and spirit that doesn't have anything to do with a community, in other words, or it can, and the community doesn't have to have anything to do with a religion at the same time. So there's these moments that feel very special. Maybe you're one of those people who need time out, like you're an empath, and say for lunch, instead of hanging out with the crowd, you have your own special little place where you watch a bird in a bird's nest while you eat your sandwich or something like that. That's what I used to do. But at the same time, if that is too much of a comfort zone, maybe it's important to step out of it once in a while. Although I feel like this month, it's okay to seek sanctuary because you could think you're going to need it to preserve your energy. There is, however, an opportunity coming up in love, it looks like. And so what could this be? It could be a new love. It could be a leveling up in love. It could be, yeah, it feels like a new love. Or it could be a new phase. It could be a moving in together, something like that. There could be, oh yeah, and see, we have the door knob. So there could be some kind of door open or something having to do with doors. Speaking of doors, I think maybe I will do a divine door for you. Let's see what's behind that door. That's a lot. Okay, here, a note on love. Seek different reasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. Okay, very interesting. Very pretty. That could be your garden. Maybe it has something to do with finding somebody in your sanctuary, in your sacred place. Also, a nice quote that I like has to do with soulmates. We find our soulmates in the same sandbox, basically. So the one that's right for you usually is in the place that you feel that you play in, that you have fun in, that lights you up, that feels good. Sometimes it's work, especially if work is something that you adore and love to do. Sometimes it's school because we're learning the things that excite us. Sometimes it's a bookstore or a coffee shop or something like that. So keep frequenting the places that you love, and you just may find that one if you're looking. If you're not looking, then maybe it's important to create a sanctuary for you and your person once in a while. Sometimes it's good for just you alone, and a lot of times it's good for you and a person of interest too that's in your life. There could be a surprise coming because Breeze is she who surprises. Surprise, discovery, and revelation. And I said the word revelation, but I said it wrong, relevation. But Sanctuary also had the word revelation. Breeze, she who surprises, stands watching at her window. She is singing a song we can't hear, but the butterflies can. They are attracted to her nature as if she were a living representation of nectar. She is their butterfly queen who can direct them to the sweetness and the sweetest flowers. She oversees pollination, if not only the flora, but the humankind as well. One of her favorite things is an unexpected discovery. It isn't only the surprise bringing Breeze her happiness, but the feeling of divinity that comes with the marvelous moment of revelation. With this card of surprise, expect an unlooked for moment. If you are receptive to fortuitous and unheralded insight, you stand a very good chance of finding the answers that you need. The key here is the message may come in an unusual way. You cannot expect a straightforward response. Rather, look for things that reveal themselves through patterns. Perhaps you see a caterpillar over and over. Or maybe it will be the caterpillar, the chrysalis, and then the butterfly. Whatever the symbol is, don't worry if you don't understand it in the moment. There's butterflies and butterflies. So sometimes discovery comes only after we have assimilated the knowledge deep within ourselves. We must allow the process to unfold. Forcing it may ruin the moment of sacred surprise. So how can you pay closer attention to the signs that you're given? How can I discover my own divine direction? What is being revealed to me? What is being revealed? So let's see in the secret garden what's being revealed. Maybe you have a secret garden. That's your sanctuary. Ooh, you have generosity. Sow seeds of kindness. Oh, nice. Persevere. Leave no stone unturned. So it's like try and try again. Keep going. Keep doing. Try and try again. Sometimes it's not just in the doing, but sometimes it is. Sometimes it's in the realization that instead of doing, it's the being. It's the imagining or the sitting within your circumstances for a moment until the truth comes out of what you need to do. And that comes sometimes from your inner voice. So tune into your inner compass. Persistent words and feelings, again, here they are, persistent words that represent your greatest desires are dropping into your mind. Instead of putting life off until you do or be something in the future, bring your desires into the present. Anytime we feel like we have gone off track, we have traveled a different road to our soul, and everything becomes a signpost to return us to our center where we can tune in to our wise transmissions. Just as the voice on the GPS navigator tells you which way to go, your soul wisdom is always leading you toward your destination. Neither will scold you or become impatient if you take the wrong route. They will just adjust, find an alternate route, and give you a new direction. Does that ever frustrate you when you're doing your GPS, that the GPS doesn't get mad at you? The GPS just adjusts to what you did wrong. Make a U-turn, make a U-turn. It's just like, okay, I'm making a U-turn. You're being so kind and nice about it. And, you know, it feels like in the real world, if you did something wrong, somebody would be like, what were you thinking? You know? So be kind to yourself, because sometimes not everybody out there is too kind, and none of us are perfect, and it's easy to make mistakes once in a while. One of the things that you might find this helpful in is later in the month of August during Mercury retrograde, there may be some situations where you might have to repeat or do things over or try it again, and it's just going to happen. So just have patience and relax and just do it, or find alternate routes. Let your voice be your guide. Have calm, leave early. Don't force yourself to do in a certain amount of time or rush yourself. Take your time and don't rush. And another thing is the Lionscape portal is also coming up. And so if you need a portal of opportunity, if you need a moment where auspicious things can happen, and you're feeling really divine, and you're feeling like you have the greatest ideas, and your voice, your energy, your higher self, and all of the downloads that are coming into your crown chakra are just really exciting you, then use the Lionsgate portal as kind of your launch pad to your next adventure or your next dream that you're bringing into your life. So you just can't get it wrong, though. You can't get it wrong. This month, no matter what you try, even if you have to try it several different ways or try again, you're not going to get it wrong. Listen to recurring words and ideas. Pay attention to how they feel and drive forward with the ones that make your face and heart smile. All right. So it feels like a very positive energy in all areas of your life, especially if you take some time for yourself. Don't give up on anything. You may have to do things differently, or you may have to repeat, or sometimes you may not be doing, and you just might be listening and waiting for spirit to guide you. That might be a good thing too. But definitely reach out to others, but just keep on going. Keep on going. Your love, there could be an opportunity for love. So I feel like we need another love message, but perhaps the charms will guide us. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. You have the key to each other's heart. So there is somebody here for some of you. And some of you could be leveling up in love, getting engaged or proposed to, or married. You have, what saint is this? This is Saint Thomas. Saint Thomas. And Saint Thomas is the patron saint of schools and teachers. So yes, school's about to start up. That could be something that causes a lot of people frustration. So extra patience with school zones and things like that. And with your kid's teacher, if you have children or something like that, or if you're a teacher. But it's also can be exciting, and it could be something that some of you are starting new this year. So, oh yeah, maybe you're going to school too. At any age, you can be going to school. So that could be exciting. And that could be where you meet somebody as well. All right, so we have the golden year. This just represents that August is a especially nice month for you with some interesting happenings and changes, and we have the retrograde, of course. But the rest of the year, it's like this particular portal is opening up to launch something very exciting for the continuation of the year at hand. Then we have, ooh, see, you have the little house. So you could be very well connected to pile number 2 and domesticity, which is represented by home and house. And even pile number 1, which is about decluttering the house. We have Sure and USA, and we have this little bird. This little bird is so merry and cheery. This little bird is called the Bluebird of Happiness, and it's very special, so cheery and merry too. He's here for just one reason, to bring happiness to you. Just keep him close or carry him. Enjoy each and every day. This little bluebird of happiness will bring smiles along the way. That's the poem that goes with it. And then we have, oh, the all-seeing eye and the rainbow. This is like your chakras being aligned, your third eye coming into clarity and attunement. A lot of you in this pile could be like spiritual people, tarot readers, and things like that too. If you're, because I sensed crown chakra enlightenment and the third eye here. And look at that. I feel like this is Christoph, and he wants to marry you. He's the marrying man. We have the wrench, which is repairing things in love. So, okay, I'm getting the love message now. And the water pipe is repaired by the pipe wrench. The pipe wrench repairing the water pipe, which symbolizes emotions and love. And so something is being fixed and repaired here this month. We have Florida, so it could be some traveling going on. We have the key that opens things up. So we have a key that opens the hearts, and this key could open up like a lockbox or treasure or something like that. We have music all through the month. We have 2 airplanes, so possible more traveling, some short trips and maybe some longer trips here. Then we have the number 3, which is today. Okay, so, and I love my dog. So today could, as I'm reading this, as I'm doing this reading, something could very divinely be happening to you. So keep in mind of that and keep that energy going, especially to the Lionsgate portal, which is the best way to really set your intention and manifest your desires for the month and for the rest of the year. You have the camera here, which can represent selfies and photographs and photography and your phone and sharing pictures and all kinds of things like that. And social media too. I just feel like the camera can represent the sharing. So we have sharing, and sharing can be sharing food and sharing space, but it can also be sharing moments in life with somebody, like images to help keep them connected to you and your world. And the little pig is optimism, so good and happy and cheerful. And then you have the windmill, which represents the power of air. So if any of you are air signs, or you know of an air sign and you have air in your chart, you can rely on that power too to help you. The power of the cheerful energy or the intelligent energy of air can really help you get far. And here's another symbol of sharing. This little piece of cheese has a little cut piece, which means you have this big piece of cheese, but you cut out a little piece to share with somebody. So that's very nice and generous of you. And in fact, going back to the meeting somebody on your lunch break or in your little secret garden or sanctuary, you could be eating a piece of cheese and somebody, is hungry and you share with them. And then here comes the rider. The rider represents news and information and something exciting about to happen, some kind of surprise. So I feel like it's a very happy surprise and maybe unexpected, and maybe it's a visitor or an arrival of somebody, and that could just level things up into this whole area that you had no idea that would happen. Sometimes life can do that to us, and one day we're imagining things going a certain way, and then suddenly it's like a miracle happens and everything changes and a portal opens. This portal is going to change your life, I think. I mean, it feels really, really beautiful. But if you want more clues on how this is going to work, I do feel like you're connected to pile 1 and 2, that those 2 piles will also help give you clues and certain perspective on the different aspects of your life through August. It's a very powerful month, and I couldn't do this without powerful cards and this powerful lion and Leo imagery as well. And I hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. There's this thumb that you click and there's like a little confetti party, and next to that you can open up the description box and take a look below at all the links where you can find me. The timestamps are in the description box and in the comment section, but there's also chapters so you can jump around. Then on my channel, there's pages that you can, or tabs. You can go to the store tab and see the merchandise I have for sale, or you can go to the community page and see what posts that and sometimes I post different messages from your person through like not voice messages, lyric messages, musical messages, sometimes polls. Like if you're interested in having your input, then find a poll and put your answer in. And then if you have an idea for a poll, just let me know in the comment section. Also, if you have an idea for a pick a card, let me know. And if you have an idea for anything other than a pick a card, if you're interested in other types of readings, whether they be shorts or meditations or anything else, just let me know. And also, finally, you can get a private reading just like this one, in fact, if you want, and just email me and I can send you a how to get a private reading with me. And there's little or no wait at all, so definitely check that out. And then finally, I'd like to shout out my members. Membership starts as low as $1.99. It's definitely not necessary. You can subscribe for free, but membership is something that I like to do for really low cost readings. So you can choose that way to go, where you get monthly really low cost readings, or you can get just the full price reading, which is already reduced. But you can come to my lives and get like the super reduced and sometimes the freebies. So my members are Platinum Pixie Claudia Lane, Twin Flames Jolene Sutton, Mary Joy, Luisa Silva, Fool of Faithers, Wolfie Baby Doll, Laura Ochoa, Weird Sister Liz, and my Sparkles of Light, Guacamole, Stoya, Divine Pearls, Maurice, Patricia, Andres, Alexis, Miss Fred, Giggles, Rainbow, Esmeralda, Gloria, No Name, Denise, and Terry. Thank you all so much. Also check out my Patreon page. That's in the description box. Go check out the artwork that I do. I am also an artist and like to design decks, and none of my decks on display this time, but I have I created the romantic fairy oracle that you can buy on makeplayingcards.com, and I keep creating more and more decks. But right now I'm in the drawing process and I'm almost done with my Lenderman deck. So you can get a sneak preview of some of the images there. And also I'm dabbling in animation, so I'm very excited to try new things and add more visual pleasure to this channel for you. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you at the next reading. Be sure to check out your daily dust with me every day. And I'll see you there. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.